So welcome back to another Halloween, and this year I thought I'd take a look at Horror Story on the PC Engine Super CD-ROM. This game is terrifying. I am almost scared to talk about it. Now, this game is an arcade game from 1989. It was created by Toaplan, and the game is also known as Demon's World. In 1993, it was ported to the PC Engine Super CD-ROM system. The port is nearly identical to the arcade, but in the arcade, you start at a different level than this game. In this game, you start on the Chinese ghost horror level. Now, you control two ghost hunters that are really like Ghostbusters, and the characters really remind me of an old Genesis game called Slime World, for anybody who remembers that old classic. And it also just feels like Ghostbusters, because your characters have backpacks and weapons. They look identical to Ghostbusters, and you're going through side-scrolling action levels. It's 7 rounds of zaniness, craziness, and insanity as you're trying to stop the Demon Lord from awakening. This game is a true horror, and I'm not talking about gore, I'm talking about difficulty and brutality in that regard. You don't have a life meter, it's one hit kill. Yeah, so if you get hit by any enemy in the game, it's game over. And as I said, you're armed with a backpack and a double jump, and the double jump is a lot like Ghouls and Ghosts. Now, even with all the weapons that you get in the game, you can pick up a lot of different types of weapons. None of them will help. You can get bombs, lasers, three-way shots, boomerangs. Nothing will help. Nothing will help. You can even jump on enemies. Now, you can get an armor upgrade, so if you get hit once, you'll still be alive, but you will use that, I swear to God, 5 seconds later. You will die. You will die over and over and over again. You will die. And when you're finished being dead, you'll die again. It's that brutal. Even with memorization, the game takes great pleasure in not giving you a choice if you want to live. But besides all the insane amounts of difficulty, there's a lot of fun in this game, and I really want to look at that today with you guys, and I'm going to go through it level by level and show you some of the highlights. So we start off in round 1, the Chinese ghost story. So you start off fighting butterflies, ghosts on bikes, green demons, and evil geishas. And the floating heads that remind me of the Medusa heads from Castlevania. They never stop. They never stop. So we get to the very first boss, which is a dragon. Now, what's funny about this dragon is it's shooting dragons out of its mouth at you. A dragon that is shooting dragons. And it takes a little bit of time. Round 2, now it's balloon madness time. Now when you get to land, you'll see dragon statues. Now these reminded me of the statues that were in Super Ghouls and Ghosts. This just kind of showed me that I played way too many games in my time. Now later on in the level, you get to some very angry trees that are shooting spores at you. Now originally I want to say that they were masturbating trees shooting other things at you, but that would just be fucking weird. You finally reach the boss after more ghost story insanity, and it's a samurai, and it splits in 2. Now this is funny. The game is so hard that if you don't defeat a boss character in a certain amount of time, the boss character will just leave the screen. It's almost like the game knows how hard it is. It really is. Oh, you can't beat me? I'll just go away because you weren't going to beat me anyways. Now round 3, we go to the pirate ship. Now it's a pretty cool level, I'll give it that. But near the end of the level, something fucked up happens. Something bizarre happens. It's not all the weird enemies throughout the stage. All of a sudden, a Metroid shows up. Yes, a Metroid with it like Metroid children in the middle of the ocean. Why? I have no idea. It's just there. Now, when you get out of the ocean, things get even stranger because now you're in Western Town. Really, a Western Town. Ghosts with hats, barrels, more ghouls, and yes, Frankensteins are coming out of their cages. And following them is a bunch of Jasons wearing green hoodies carrying axes. Yes, axes. Then mini green Draculas start dropping down. I mean, at this point, does anything really surprise us? There is something that will surprise you. It's the end boss. The skeleton end boss that's wearing a cowboy hat that is shooting 6 guns and shooting scorpions at you. Round 4 is shorter. There's a lot more recycled enemies. And in the end, you fight the dead chief. Now, round 5 starts with the horse and carriage trying to kill you over and over and over again. Then we get to the classic graveyard with zombies and masturbating trees. Classic floating knights, and then on to a green dragon from fucking hell. After an exciting battle, it's off to the elevator for round 6. More madness ensues, then it's off to an exciting battle with an aqua dragon this time. After you defeat the dragon, he just disappears and you're left standing there. Then all these evil spores start dropping down. Now, obviously, I start avoiding them like crazy. And I'm like, okay, I'll keep on avoiding them and then something's gonna happen. I'm avoiding for a goddamn long time. What seems like 1,000 fucking years avoiding these spores over and over and over again. And then all of a sudden I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And I'm like, well, I'll just kill myself. And I jump down the ledge and the round is over. That's what finished the round. Anywhere else in the game, if you fall off a ledge, it's instant death. At this point, if you jump off a ledge, the round is over. Everything's okay. I mean, like, I would have never figured that out. I was avoiding those fucking spores for I don't know how goddamn long. A true horror story. Now we begin round 7, the final round in the game. Thank God. And you know all the dirty tricks by all the enemies. Up to this point, we've already seen them all recycled 1,000 times. But we go all the way through the level, we get to the end boss, the big pulsating organic mess that is the Demon Lord. Now, at first, I could not hit this guy. I was trying every single trick in the book with all my weapons and all that. Nothing was working. And then finally, I found his weak spot and I hit it for massive damage, sending that motherfucker to his grave. And bam, you escape, and from a distance, you watch the castle crumble. Then you take a balloon to fuck off land, and you revisit all of the levels that pissed you off. You get to see them all again. It should warm your heart at this point. And then you put your name into the wall of shame. Be very proud. Be very proud. Horror Story was an experience. It really, really was an experience. Even with 2 players, I found the game extremely difficult. I think you'd have to play this game a lot of times to memorize all of the different patterns because it's really tough. It really is, and I really enjoyed it though, I can honestly say that. I mean, what a perfect Halloween game. So anyways guys, until next time.